Anything?
Oh, here we go.
Okay.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to a really quick Facebook Live because we are talking about our event that's coming up in just 2 weeks. And I'm here with one of the sponsors of our event, Phyllis Keith. Hi, Phyllis.
Hi, Leslyn.
And we always like to say, because we share the same last name, that we are more than just friends and colleagues. We are cousins. We're sure somewhere in the genealogy background we are related somehow because we look so much alike. So
Yeah.
it must be, yes. But I'm thrilled that WearEase is sponsoring another lipedema simplified event. So we wanted to talk about the event with everybody a little bit and also share what WearEase does and the amazing products that they have. So if everybody is not aware, we are having an event, a virtual event, a fresh take on lipedema and lymphedema solutions that is happening on March 31, April 1 and 2, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It's all virtual, and we hope that you all will join us. We will have a link below that you can register and find out more information. And as I said, once again, Phyllis and WearEase are supporting us, and we're so glad to have their support. And we wanted to share with everybody a little bit about your products, Phyllis, because they're a wonderful line of products. And I know that you started out working with women post mastectomy, women after they've had surgery for breast cancer. So talk to us a little bit about how this one woman show started, a very, a mom and pop business. How did you start and how have you expanded?
Well, thank you, Leslyn. I appreciate it. And I love being here to talk to you and everybody that's attending the event. I started out making post-surgical bras and camisoles. So after working at corporate America, I wanted to fulfill a need, to create something. And I'd always wanted to do something like that. So I learned about the need for post-surgical, post-mastectomy bras and started to make those based upon some fitters that I met. And after being in this business for about 3 years, I learned more about the need for compression. This was like 2008, and there wasn't a whole lot known, but there was, there was one compression bra on the market. I had a fitter and a surgeon asked me to develop one, and they gave me a lot of feedback on the product. Then after I put that out there, I got requests from women saying they needed a long line solution because they had swelling in their back and their midriff, and bras just weren't giving them enough. So then I created a line of shapewear, and it came out with my version of a slimmer, and that is style 910. And that product was designed specifically for the women who had had surgery and had lymphedema and had swelling. So it's designed to come up high under the arm. You step into it, pull up, and you can wear it all day. It's very comfortable. A lot of women wear them to bed at night or to work out or when they're traveling. It gives you a nice, mild compression. It comes in 3 colors. And then, so that's basically, I got into compression. Then over time, I listened to therapists like you telling me what was needed, like how could I improve my product line, what could I add to it. So the product line evolved. And then about, time flies, right? About 6 years ago, I had a therapist ask, well, why don't you make shorts out of the same fabric? So we started making shorts and capris, and then we learned about the need for a little different style of shorts and capris. So we make now a fuller cut, and we design them all of our products are a double layer of fabric, and all the seams are in between the layers of fabric. So you're not going to feel any seaming against your body. If there are any seams, they'll be on the outside of the garment. Um, so
Yeah, I have to say that, it must have been in the mid 2000s, soon after you started doing your products, that I started using them in my clinic. And I just found that if I had a variety of size sitting on my shelf of the compression bras, of the compression tank, the slimmer, the shape bar, I immediately, anybody who came in could offer that to them on the evaluation visit, and it immediately made them feel better. Because when you have swelling in the trunk, especially, it can be very uncomfortable. A lot of times when the swelling is in your arms, not so uncomfortable, but in your trunk, it can have a lot of discomfort, even if it's not super swollen. And so to be able to pull something off my shelf and immediately give it to the patient was just a wonderful service to be able to provide. And then, of course, when you had all the different colors come out, I had to have the variety of colors also to be able to share with that. Please check out the website, wearease.com, to look at all the different things she has and the variety of colors, all the different permutations of where you can use it on your body. And I really love the capris that came out. The variety of things that we can use for the lower body is just wonderful. The shorts, how it has the high waistband. So if particularly if you have swelling in your belly, you don't want the compression or the support to go right across, where the swelling is. You want it to go above. And so it really comes nice and high and covers and gives that area some nice support, but doesn't squeeze the heck out of you. I mean, I feel like it's good support.
yeah, they're mild compression. And I hear from a lot of therapists that they recommend them for wearing over stockings, or they layer them over bandages or wraps.
Yes. Yeah, definitely. I used it that way as well. Sometimes when you're having your legs bandaged, and particularly when the bandages are going all the way to your groin, sometimes it's hard to keep them up. Or some swelling can collect just above where the bandages stop. And when you put on a garment like one of your capris or the shorts over the bandages, it keeps the fluid moving and all the way out of the limb and doesn't make it pool right there at the top. So just very versatile garments, and love using them.
Thank you, Leslyn. Thank you for those kind words, cousin.
And I have to say also that a lot of the upper body garments have pockets in them for a breast prosthesis. So, and it can also be used to hold a pad in place. So sometimes we're putting on a pad to direct pressure in a particular area of the trunk where the swelling is. So just a lot of features that really make them very useful to that population that has swelling.
Thanks. And we have a wide size range now too.
Yes. Yeah, I would definitely carry those larger sizes to make sure that you're trying to accommodate whatever comes into your office. You have to also think about, for the person who has lymphedema or lipedema, that the typical sizes don't work because limbs are enlarged. And so you may have be used to being fitting into a certain size, but then that size doesn't work when you're trying to have compression and support. And I like how your sizes are not like a typical bra size or something like that. It is sizes that are meant for the person who has lipedema or lymphedema. And so that I know that it's going to be something that accommodates the shape and the size of my patients, just to It's a wonderful product. I urge everybody to go check out the website and learn more about it.
Thank you. We're also going to be giving away some products during the event.
Yes.
So,
Which you have done before, and I know that they're very much appreciated. So another good reason to attend the event, because
right.
not only are we going to have just wonderful interactions during the event and learning from each other, but you have an opportunity to win something that's going to be useful to you.
Yep. Great.
And I wanted to share one other thing too, is that we will be doing a Q&A, a special Q&A, all about lipedema and lymphedema and more about our event. It's coming up this Saturday at 4 p.m. Eastern. And this, of course, it's a virtual webinar, so it's all online. So be sure and check that out, sign up for that. And if you've got questions about compression and you want to know more about what WearEase has, of course, we'll answer those questions there as well. Questions about anything to do with lipedema or lymphedema and about our event, be sure and come to that and find out more. Someone posts this question, Phyllis: do we in Simplified get a discount for buying from WearEase?
Oh, sure. I'll put something out there. Yeah.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you so much, Phyllis. And so, yeah, be looking for that. Actually, it could be a wonderful bonus for coming to our webinar this Saturday. That you will get access to a discount code from WearEase. So check that out. Remember that even if you are not available on Saturday at 4 p.m. Eastern, if you register, you will get the replay. And if you get the replay, you will get the discount code. So be sure to register, even if you're not able to come on Saturday. Let's see. I thought there was something else I was supposed to announce. So there is our webinar that we're having this Saturday, all about lymphedema with open Q&A, and actually something about laser coaching. So there'll be something with coaching they're going on there too. And of course, our event coming up on March 31, April 1 and 2. And Phyllis will be there, of course, and lots of wonderful speakers, and of course, all of you. And this is set up to be a collaborative event, so everybody can talk to each other. It's not just you listening to the speakers. A question for you, Phyllis.
Yes, we do ship to Canada.
Yay, wonderful. There has been, some of the more specialized lipedema and lymphedema companies don't like to ship outside the US. So it's wonderful that you will go to Canada. That really helps. People need these products. I think didn't you participate in the Canadian conference, the lymphedema conference?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, you did.
We were sponsored. The last one virtual.
Yes, yeah. And I think they're going to be going live this year. So
in Toronto.
Yes, but hopefully they'll also have a virtual option, because this is one thing we've learned since we've had the lockdowns and such. It was horrible being locked down, but it opened up the opportunity for us to participate and learn from really worldwide activities, because everybody went to these virtual options. And now a lot are doing hybrid things, so they have both options available. Right. Cindy has another question.
So we have a range of sizes. You need to go to our website, but for instance, the compression bra is available in 15 sizes, from extra, extra small up to a 4X. The 4X fits like a 64-inch bust. Our capris and shorts go up to our shorts go up to a 6X. And you can see we have charts on the website that give measurements of what the different sizes are. And there are also models, and we provide you with the models measurements, so you can kind of see well, these are her measurements and she's wearing a 1X. So how do my measurements compare with her? Am I smaller? Am I larger? So, and then look at the chart. So measure, if you're buying the shorts or the capris, you measure the waist and the hips. And then most of the garments have inseam measurement and the rise. So I've had some people say, well, my waist is smaller than your chart, but my hips are right there. So we say size and choose your size by your hip size. Because even if your waist is smaller than the waist measurement, the extra, once you get them on, the waist isn't going to feel that tight. So go by the hip measurement first, and then also look at the rise. We have one garment, the 613, which is a compression capri, and that's for the petite body, which means the shorter person. So say you're 5 foot, 5'1", that might be a good option for you. And and also when you're petite, you're usually shorter in the rise. So look at those measurements and measure your rise. And if you have any questions, you can always give us a call or send us an email.
Mm-hmm.
Or
Yes.
us, Leslyn.
Yeah. Yes. Or talk to me. Phyllis and I have done some work at conferences and stuff like that. So being together at her booth. And so the email and the phone number are on the website, right? If they want to call you or email, they can just go to that website, wearease.com, and get those contact information, right?
Right.
Yeah, very good. Yeah. Thank you for those questions, everybody. I really feel like these are products that you do want to check out. They are super comfortable. They do give support. They do make you feel better without making you feel super constricted. And they're not super hard to get on, which can be a problem with compression wear. And one of the major things that I think helps is that with the upper body, most of them have either a wide neckline that is meant to be pulled on over your hips and pulled up that way rather than over your head, or it has a zipper. And so it can be put on like a jacket. And so that really facilitates getting these on and off, which is another reason why that they're so comfortable and user-friendly.
Right. That's very key. Do not put them on over your head. I've had people, we send a dressing aid with every garment showing you a visual of how to put the garment on. And I've had people call and tell me, I need to get a bigger garment. I've never worn a large before, but I ordered a medium. I can't get it on. And so I'll say, well, you did try stepping into it, right? Oh, no. I'm trying to put it on over my head. So I say, well, step into it. And if it still doesn't fit, call me back. They don't call me back.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yes. Yeah. Makes a big difference. And, especially when you're talking about someone who is in that post-surgery category, you
mhm,
need something you're going to be able to put on easily
mhm.
and give you comfort and support, but not do anything that's going to strain where you had the surgery. So just a wonderful product. I know that some surgeons actually, they get your product and they put them on while the person is still on the operating table after they've done the surgery. And so they come out and they already have the compression bra on and they're good to go, ready with their product to go home with. So, okay. And then another Facebook user says, did you say garments go over our wraps? I am short capri hitting a mid-large calf. Yeah, and you might, if you are using a compression, if you're getting wrapped right now, just as Phyllis and I were talking about, you might just use the shorts. But I have had patients who have used the capri over the wraps. Talking about someone who has that lipedema shape and maybe has a really large calf, Do your capris, do you feel like, Phyllis, accommodate a larger calf?
Is that a question for me?
Yes.
Oh, um, yes. Yes, I do. But I mean, there's always exceptions. So what we do, we're making ready to wear. And so we try to design something that will work for everyone. If you have questions about layering, I would consult with your therapist and see what they think, if that's a good idea.
Yeah, and really consult with your therapist about maybe having a line of these products in the clinic. I found it very, very helpful that I would have some that patients could try on various sizes. Oh, it looks like this size works good for you, and now I can order that. So I just having that available so that we can see which size. Sometimes you look at the measure chart and you're not super sure if it's going to work or not. So having something on hand to try on is very, very helpful. So
Hmm.
talk to your therapist and see if they want to get an account
Hmm.
with Phyllis. Say they can get that set up, and then they can have some products in the office for you to feel and check out and make sure you like how the fabric feels, stuff like that. I found that just the silkiness of the material, it just seems like it slides on better than some of the other products that are out there. Another thing that makes it easier to use.
Yep.
Okay, so Leslyn, are any of these coveted through? I think it is mean covered. Maybe she meant covered instead of coveted, although we do covet Phyllis's products. But maybe if it's covered, and with the new uh, um, the lymphedema therapy act that just got passed, it doesn't go into effect until next year. So there is a possibility that compression garments like Phyllis has at WearEase will be covered. They are already now covered if you have private insurance. A lot of the private insurance plans do cover them. Phyllis, do you have any comments about coverage?
Yes. So we don't file for insurance. We're the manufacturer, but what I found is if your therapist has an account, or if your therapist is working with a local shop that has certified fitters, frequently they can help file for insurance coverage for the garments. So um, it just depends on your area and who you're working with.
Yeah, and if your certified lymphedema therapist is in a private practice, then they might actually bill for any garments that they help you to procure. There are also companies that your lymphedema therapist can send all of your insurance information to, and they can bill your insurance. So definitely talk to your lymphedema therapist and see if it's a possibility that your insurance could cover the garment, and also what procedure do you need to go through, because plenty of people do get them covered by their private insurance. Right now, we just don't have that coverage through
Medicare.
Medicare, but we're hoping that that's on the horizon as well.
Right. You can look at our website. We have a page that's a store locator, and that will tell you the different stores in the different areas that carry our products. And they might not have them in stock, but they would be able to order them.
Mhm.
And so that might be someone you want to call if there's one in your area. Um, and like Leslyn said, there are several companies now that will uh, procure product for therapists and then we would drop ship it, and then they do the insurance.
Mhm.
So I know there's several out there and more all the time.
Yes, 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 definitely. And do you happen to, so you have a list on your website, Phyllis, that has the different stores. Do you also have a list of like lymphedema therapists who carry your products in their clinic, or?
Well, okay. Yeah, some of those stores might be therapists.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Excellent. Excellent.
it's just if they do carry the
So it
product.
might be you would see so-and-so physical therapy or something like that. And then you'll know I'm talking to you, the audience out there, you'll know that this is actually a clinic and not necessarily a medical supply store. You might be able to tell just from the name that's on Phyllis's list. So definitely check that out.
Yeah, it's by zip code.
Excellent, excellent. So be sure and check that out. And again, make sure you come to our Q&A that we're having this Saturday at 4 p.m. Eastern. Make sure you register for that, even if you can't come. And then also take a look at our fresh take on lipedema and lymphedema solutions, this wonderful 3-day event that's happening virtually. Learn more about that and join Phyllis and I there. Phyllis, it's been wonderful chatting with you today and sharing more about the wonderful products at WearEase. Thanks for being here.
Oh, Leslyn, thank you. Thanks for your